Black Panther Wakanda Forever centers trauma and celebrates life. But at the same time, it's still a comic book movie. These are all the Easter eggs, references, and deeper connections we found in the latest Marvel mega hit. In an attempt to protect Wakanda's top warriors in battle, Shuri has been designing high-tech armor for the Dora Milaje. Early on in the movie, the princess shows her mother the designs and reveals that General Okoye thinks they look stupid. However, Okoye changes her tune when they go to war with Namor and the kingdom of Talokan. Along with another mighty warrior named Aneka, she dons the Midnight Angel armor and joins the fray at sea. Adorned in shades of blue, the duo known as the Midnight Angels are pulled straight from the pages of Marvel Comics. They were created for 2010's Doom War as an elite subsection of the Dora Milaje that also serves as King T'Challa's personal bodyguards. Rather than Okoye and Aneka wearing the winged stealth suits like in the movie, Aneka and Ayo make up the team in the comics. And though they are loyal to Wakanda, they leave the royal family and the ranks of the Dora at one point in favor of hunting down rogues who targeted Wakandan women. Now that a version of the Midnight Angels has been introduced in the MCU, there's no doubt that we'll be seeing them again, especially if the rumored Okoye series comes to fruition on Disney+. Who doesn't love a good battle cry? Both the comic book and MCU versions of Namor have a catchphrase they use when they charge into a fight: Imperius Rex! During the climax of Wakanda Forever, Namor faces off with the new Black Panther and basically gives everything he has in the skirmish. And just like how Captain America can do this all day, the Talokan Royal is also ready for another round after he utters his signature line despite facing certain defeat. Interestingly enough, Imperius Rex doesn't actually mean anything. It loosely translates to Emperor King in Latin, but Namor has never really clarified its true meaning after all these years. Honestly, he probably just thinks that it sounds cool. In Thor Volume 5 Number 1, however, the God of Thunder asks in the middle of a scuffle with the Submariner what his battle cry really means. Namor replies, "It means I'm going to feed your sorry Asgardian hide to the biggest sharks I can find." So there you have it, mystery solved. Just like how Agent Phil Coulson popped up in various Marvel Studios projects during Phase 1, Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine has been all over Phase 4. Julia Louis-Dreyfus's mysterious character first appeared in Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney+, as she recruited disgraced soldier John Walker to her cause and dubbed him U.S. Agent.
We're not gonna need a Captain America. We're gonna need a U.S. agent.
Then she meets Yelena Belova at her sister's grave in order to give the new Black Widow her next mission, which unfolds in Hawkeye. In each of those appearances, we don't learn anything about this Nick Fury-esque figure other than the fact that she is a part of an organization with interests in superhumans. However, thanks to Black Panther Wakanda Forever, we now know that this organization is the CIA. Furthermore, true believers find out in this movie that Val is actually a high-ranking official in the intelligence agency. This detail should make things interesting as we progress towards the upcoming Phase 5 film, Thunderbolts, which features a team that is traditionally made up of former Marvel Comics villains. The other thing we learned about Fontaine in her latest MCU appearance is that she was once married to Martin Freeman's Everett Ross, but they have since divorced and continue to work together at the CIA. This arrangement appears to be going smoothly for the former husband and wife, until the events of this movie play out, that is. Back in the summer of 2022, we learned that Daniel Kaluuya would not be joining the cast of Black Panther Wakanda Forever due to scheduling conflicts with Jordan Peele's Nope. Although the award-winning actor is still playing around in at least one corner of the Marvel world, as he has recently signed on to voice Hobart Hobie Brown, aka Spider-Punk, in the highly anticipated animated sequel Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. But that doesn't mean that his Black Panther character has been completely forgotten. In the MCU, Kaluuya plays W'Kabi, the former head of security for Wakanda's border tribe who sided with Killmonger when he ascended to the throne. He is also Okoye's husband and one of T'Challa's closest friends, so that betrayal hit even harder. While he doesn't physically appear in the new movie, Queen Ramonda mentions him in a scene with Okoye and reveals that W'Kabi is currently being held prisoner in a Wakandan jail to atone for his actions. While it's possible that we could see him again in the future, it seems unlikely, since treason carries a hefty sentence, and Kaluuya's schedule is quickly filling up with exciting projects. The size-shifting Avenger Ant-Man is mentioned in the news ticker shown on screen during one of Anderson Cooper's broadcasts in the film. This tidbit on the ticker shared that the hero is currently touring to promote his memoir titled Look Out for the Little Guy. Without a doubt, his appearance on This Powered Life was a part of his promotional tour. As we learned in Ms. Marvel, the episode of that podcast titled Big Me, Little Me, a Scott Lang interview, was how Kamala Khan and much of the MCU discovered all the details from the epic battle between Earth's mightiest heroes and Thanos' nefarious forces from Avengers Endgame. Hopefully, the tour continues in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, so we can find out how exactly Ant-Man ended up in the Broadway smash hit Rogers the Musical, despite not actually being present for the Battle of New York.